Your Social Security check got a raise in 2026, but it may not be what you think. Starting this year, every benefit went up by 2.8%. For the average retiree, that is about $56 more a month. But before you celebrate, one quiet cost is about to eat into that raise. And most people have no idea how that 2.8% is even decided. Stay with me, and you will know exactly what your new check should look like. That 2.8% has a name. The cost of living adjustment, or COLA. It is the yearly raise that keeps your benefit from falling behind rising prices. Some years it is huge, some years it is tiny, and 2026 lands right in the middle. In the next few minutes, we will cover how it works and what you actually get. We will also expose the Medicare surprise that shrinks the raise for millions. And I will show you the other 2026 changes that almost nobody talks about. First, the question on every retiree's mind: where does this number even come from? The COLA is not picked by Congress or set by some vote you can influence. It is tied directly to inflation, measured by an official government price index. That index has a clunky name: the Consumer Price Index for Urban Wage Earners. Each year, Social Security compares prices from the same 3 months. It takes July through September of this year against those months last year. For 2026, those prices rose 2.8%, so that became your raise. That is slightly higher than last year's 2.5% bump. Here is what frustrates a lot of seniors about that whole formula. The index tracks younger working people, not the things older retirees buy most. Retirees spend more on healthcare and housing, which often rise faster. So your real costs can climb faster than the raise meant to cover them. Now to the part you care about. What does 2.8% put in your pocket? The answer depends entirely on the size of your current monthly check. The average retired worker starts from a check around $2,015. After the raise, that check climbs to roughly $2,071. That works out to about $56 more every single month. Over a full year, that adds up to roughly $672. If your check is larger, your raise is larger because it is a flat percentage. Say you collect $3,000 a month from Social Security right now. 2.8% adds about $84 to that check. A married couple, both collecting, can see well over $100 combined. To find your own number, just multiply your check by 0.028. Or simpler still, the letter from Social Security spells out your exact amount. You should have seen that new figure in a notice late last year. But here is where that nice raise quietly starts to disappear. Before you spend it, meet the cost that claims a chunk of every check. For most retirees, the Medicare Part B premium comes straight out of the benefit. And in 2026, that premium went up too, by a meaningful amount. The standard Part B premium rose to $202.90. That is up almost $18 from last year's $185. So an $18 hike eats right into your $56 raise. For the average retiree, Medicare swallows more than a quarter of the COLA. That is the hidden math nobody mentions on the day the raise is announced. If your income is high, your Part B premium can be even higher than the standard. Those extra charges are called IRMAA, an income-based surcharge. So two people with the same raise can end up keeping very different amounts. The takeaway here is simple, but worth saying out loud. Your gross raise and your take-home raise are not the same number. Still, even after Medicare, most retirees do come out a little ahead this year. So when does this bigger check actually start landing in your account? For Social Security, the increase began with your January 2026 payment. If you receive SSI, your first higher payment came at the end of December. Your exact pay date still depends on your birthday, as it always has. Checks go out on the second, third, or fourth Wednesday of each month. The fastest way to see your new amount is your free online account. Log in, and the new monthly figure is right there on your statement. No paperwork, no phone calls, and no forms to fill out to get the raise. It is completely automatic for everyone already receiving benefits. Which brings us to a dangerous myth that scammers absolutely love. To judge this raise fairly, let us put it next to the last few years. Back in 2023, retirees got a giant 8.7% raise. That was the biggest jump in over 40 years, driven by runaway inflation. Then it cooled to 3.2%, and then to 2.5%, and now 2.8% for 2026, a small step back up. So this year's raise is modest, but it is far from the smallest we have seen. In some years, the COLA has been zero, with no raise at all. Many seniors still feel that 2.8% does not stretch far enough. Groceries, rent, and medicine often climb faster than the official number. That gap is exactly why budgeting this raise carefully matters so much. Advocates keep pushing for a price index built around senior spending instead. Until that changes, the rule is simple: plan around the raise you actually get. The COLA also quietly triggers a whole set of other 2026 changes. These matter most if you are still working while collecting your benefits. First, the amount of income taxed for Social Security went up this year. Workers now pay the tax on earnings up to $184,500. That is up from $176,000 the year before. Next, if you claim early and keep working, watch the earnings test closely. Under full retirement age, you can earn up to $24,480. Earn more than that, and $1 is held for every 2 over the limit. In the year you reach full retirement age, the limit is far more generous. And that withheld money is not lost. It comes back to you later. Finally, the maximum possible benefit climbed for 2026 as well. A high earner retiring at full age can now get up to $4,152. Very few people hit that ceiling, but it shows how the cap moves each year. Now let us turn all of this into a simple plan for your own money. Knowing your raise is useless unless you actually do something with it. Step 1. Confirm your exact new amount at the official Social Security website. Step 2. Update your monthly budget so the raise actually has a job to do. Even a small raise aimed at the right bill eases real pressure. Step 3. Protect yourself because COLA season brings the scammers out. Social Security will never call or email demanding your number to apply the raise. The increase is automatic. Anyone asking you to pay for it is lying to you. Step 4. If the bigger check pushes your income up, check your taxes. Up to 85% of your benefits can be taxable, depending on income. A quick look now beats a nasty surprise tax bill next spring. Let's pull the whole picture together in one quick recap. Your 2026 raise is 2.8%, about $56 on the average check. Medicare's higher premium takes back part of it, so know your real take-home number. The money is automatic. It started in January, and you never pay to receive it. Check your real figure, give it a job in your budget, and guard it from scams. A raise only truly helps if you know what it is and where it goes. If this made your 2026 check clearer, subscribe for more plain English retirement guides.